Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through IGCSE Mathematics Cambridge Paper 4 Extended 058041 October November 2020. Question number 1 is transformation question. Triangles are provided. A, B, C triangles are given. The first question is draw the image of shape A after translation. This matrix is provided 8 and minus 6. So A we will be transferring to 8 and minus 6. So this point we can check it will be going to right. 8 will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will reach over here, and minus 6 it will go down from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will reach over here. So this reference we can remove. So this point will be transferring to this one, and we can take the reference of other points like this. So it will be transferring to this, and then third point 3 units. So this will be over here. So this one will be the transformation of the given triangle, and this is straightforward simple question of translation. So this will be the translated triangle, and I will write a dash for your clarification that it is image of A. Then they're saying draw the image of A after reflection in the line y is equal to minus 1. Y is equal to minus 1 will be which line? So if I'll draw y is equal to minus 1 will be this line, and reflection of this triangle we can draw 2 units. So first point will be basically 3 units. So this point, and the second will be this one, and third will be 3 units this one. And now we can draw this reflection will be checking from the line of reflection, not the coordinate axis, because in this case line of reflection is different than the coordinate axis. So we are taking references from the line of reflection and not from the coordinate axis. So this is a reflection of A. The next part we can go through this. They are saying describe fully by single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. So we will check shape A onto shape B. Okay, so this is basically we can draw the lines to check what type of translation it is, and we can see that this is uh, B is bigger than A, so it is enlargement, but we have to find the other enlargement requirements. Like if we draw a line over here joining the two vertices of the triangle, and we can join the third one as well like this one, and sorry, and second, and this is the third one vertex. So all three vertices we have joined, and this is basically the point of intersection, or we can say this is basically the point of enlargement. The coordinates of this point are minus 5 and 5. So this will be the its enlargement by scale factor 3. If you check, the base of triangle A is 1, and base of triangle which is enlarged triangle is 3. So it is enlargement by scale factor 3. So we can write it over here that this is enlargement by scale factor 3. So this is enlargement, and center of enlargement also we can provide, which is minus 5 and 5 hopefully. You understood this? This is 3 marks question. And then comes describe fully in the by the single transmission. Describe fully the single transmission that maps triangle shape A onto shape C. So A onto C. Okay, so now A onto C. C is this one. So we can see this is basically rotated, and rotation we can check by um, basically if we check from this point, you can use even tracing paper, or even if you check from this point, this is rotated anti-clockwise, this basically clockwise. A on to describe fully the single transmission that maps A on to C. So A on to C. This shape will be translated to this one, and this will be clockwise 90-degree, and center of rotation we can take as 1 1. So we can write here, this will be rotation, this will be rotation 90-degree clockwise, and a center of rotation also we can mention over here. This is 3 mark question. Now question number 2, A part. A plane has 14 first class, 17 premium seats, and 168 economy seats. So these are the seats. Find the ratio between these three. So we can write it as first class, first class and premium class and economy class, and first class is 14, and then this is 70, and this one is 168, and a ratio symbol. And now we can divide everything by 14. So divide this by 14, divide this by 14, divide this also by 14. So this will be 1 ratio 70 divided by 14. So 70 divided by 14 will be equal to 5. So 1 ratio 5, and the third one will be 168 divided by 14. This will be equal to 12. So this will be the ratio, required ratio. We will write over here at the proper location to get the 2 marks basically. And B1, for a morning flight, the cost of tickets are in ratio, this one, morning flight, these are the ratios for the three types of seats. The cost of a premium ticket is 114. Cost of premium is 114. So premium is what? Premium is ratio 6. So one part we can, 6 parts are costing 114. So one part will be costing how much? 114 divided by 6. This will be cost of one part. So we can write here one part. This will be cost of one part will be equal to 114. 114 divided by 6 will be equal to 19. So 19 is cost of one part, and we have to calculate the cost of first class ticket and cost of economy class ticket. So first class ticket is comprising 14 parts. So we will multiply, this will be for first class will be equal to what? 14 multiplied by 19, and this will be resulting to 14 multiplied by 19 will be equal to how much? This will be uh, 14. Basically we have not erased the previous answer. 14 multiplied by 19 is equal to 266. So it will be dollars 266. And the second one is economy class. So economy class will be 5 units. So 5 multiplied by 19 will be equal to 5. 19 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 95. So $95. So first class answer we will provide over here and economy over here, and this will be our final answer for this part. Next comes to part 2. For an afternoon flight, the cost of premium ticket is reduced from this one to this one. Calculate the percentage reduction in the cost of the ticket. So we will check how much is the reduction. So we can write reduction will be what? Decrease will be final price minus the initial price, right? So how much is decrease? This is what we are calculating. Dollars 114 minus $96, 96.90, and this will be resulting to what? We will calculate 114 minus 96.90, and this is resulting to $17.1. $17.1. This decrease is against 114. So we will write 17.1 divided by 114, and for percentage we will calculate this. So we can write here percentage reduction will be equal to this, and we can calculate this is 17.1 over 114, and this will be multiplied by 100, and this will be equal to 15, and we can write here 15%. And next part, when the local time in Athens is 9, the local time in Berlin is 8. It means Berlin is 1 hour behind. A plane leaves Athens at 13:15. So Athens time will be 13:15, and Berlin time will be, this time will be 12:15. So it means according to Berlin time, the plane is leaving at 12:15. It arrives in Berlin at 15:05 local time. So we have to find what? We have to find the flight time from Athens to Berlin. This is basically difference, and time calculation, we are doing very easily by the help of calculator. So we can write 15 hours and 5 minutes and minus 12 hours and 15 minutes, which we have calculated will be the time in Berlin, and this will be 2 hours and 50 minutes. So we can provide answer over here, 2 hours and 50 minutes. And if you want, you can, I will show you the working also. 15 hours and 5 minutes minus 12 hours and 15 minutes, and this will be equal to 2 hours, and you can write 2 hours and 50 minutes. This will be our answer. The distance the plane flies from Athens to Berlin is 1802, this many kilometers. Calculate the average speed and give your answer in kilometers per hour. So what we will do, we will divide. We know speed is equal to distance over time, and we have to calculate average speed. So average speed will be also equal to distance over time. So we will divide the distance by time, and time is what which we have calculated over here, which is 2 hours and 50 minutes. And this again we will do by our calculator. So 1802 and divided by 2 hours and 50 minutes, and this will be equal to 636 636 kilometers per hour. This will be our time. And they're saying answer in kilometers per hour. Yeah, so this is answer in kilometer per hour which is required. By the help of a calculator, time questions are very easy to solve, and we can use this. And for that one you will have to use this calculator. Simple, it's model also, right? So question number 3, box and whisker plot. The box and whisker plot shows the times spent exercising in 1 week by a group of women and a group of men. Below are two statements comparing these times. So this is basically the statement of the question, this one. And for each one, write down whether you agree or disagree, giving a reason for your answer. So first statement is, on average the women spend less time exercising than men. So for that one we will compare, basically we will check the median, and median for women is this one. This is the median, basically this is the median, and median for this man is this one. So we can say, we can see from the diagram that median for women is higher than the median for men. So we will disagree. So we will write here disagree, disagree, and reason will be median for women greater than men. So the second thing which they are saying is um, the times for women show less variation than the times of men. Variation is basically this one. Variation is interquartile range, which is this, and men variation is this one, and we can see that men variation is less than this one, women variation. So this point also we will disagree, and we will write men have smaller variation or smaller range of time. And for that one we are comparing interquartile range. So we can write interquartile range. Now this is done. B part is saying the frequency table shows the times minutes each 100 children spent exercising in 1 week, and these are the time ranges basically provided, and these are the frequencies, and we have to calculate an estimate for the mean. So for estimate for the mean, we will be calculating the mid range, and mid range of this will be 30. Similarly, mid range of this one will be 100 plus 60 divided by 2. This will be 80. Mid of 100 and 160 is 130. Mid of these two values will be 190. Similarly, mid of these two values will be 270. So we can add 220 plus 320 and divide it by 2. So after calculating these mid ranges, we know the formula, and formula is sigma fx. Mean is equal to what? Mean is equal to sigma fx over sigma f. This is the formula which we will be using, and we will be writing over here. We can write here mean is equal to 30 multiplied by 40, this one, plus 80 multiplied by 24, plus 130 multiplied by 23, and plus 190 multiplied by 8, and the last one is 270 multiplied by 4, and this will be divided by sum of frequencies. And what are the frequencies? 41 plus 24 plus 23 plus 8 plus 4, and this one we have to calculate this. And for calculations or calculators, so this will be, we can write fraction, so it will be 30 multiplied by 40, plus this will be 80 multiplied by 24 bracket, and plus this will be 130 multiplied by 23 bracket close, then plus 190 multiplied by 8, 190 multiplied by 8 bracket close, then plus next will be 270 and multiply by 4, and after writing this we will write denominator 41 plus 24 plus 23 plus 8 plus 4, and this is equal to 87.1. Basically we have done, we'll have to double check the calculations. 4 8 23 24 41, and numerator will be 24 and 270 and 8 into 190 plus 23 into 130 plus 24 into 80 and 40 into 30. Your calculations are correct, so we are getting 87.1, so our answer will be 87.1, and we can write over here 87.1. Hopefully everything is fine. Now we can move to this one, which is second part. Information in the frequency table is shown in this cumulative frequency diagram, and this side is cumulative frequency, and this is time in minutes. Use the cumulative frequency diagram to find the estimate for 60th percentile. So 60% of this 100 will be what? 60. So we'll check the reference for this 60, and reference for 60 we can draw from here, and on this side also we will have to check the reference, and this will be the reference, and this will be 60, in between 60 and 120 this will be 90, and our answer for this one will be 90 minutes. Basically the number of children who spend more than 3 hours exercising. So more than 3 hours will be, 3 hours are 180 minutes, so we will be checking the reference for 180 minutes, and that reference also we can check for 180. And if I draw the line for you, this will be the reference, and now we can check from the other side, and if we draw this side reference, this will be up to this one, and it is 92 up to this mark, and difference between 100 and 92 will be 100 minus 92 will be equal to 8, so 8 will be our answer over here. At the proper location we can write here 8. This is also done, and then they are saying a histogram is drawn, histogram is drawn to show the information in the frequency table. The height of the bar uh, for the interval 60 to 100 is 10.8 centimeters. Calculate the height of the bar for interval this one. So first we have to find the multiplier. To calculate the multiplier, we will be using the given data, which is 60 to 100 range. 60 to 100 range is having this one height of 10.8. So 60 to 100 range is having frequency of how much? 60 to 100 is having frequency of 24. So 24 we will divide by the class width. So 24 divided by class width, which is 40. 100 minus 60, we can write here 100 minus 60, and this will be equal to, if we calculate this one, will be 40 divided by 100 minus 60, and this will be equal to basically this should be 24, not 40. So this will be 24 divided by this will be equal to 0 0.6. So 0 0.6, and now the this one height, which is 10.8, 10.8 we will divide by this factor, which is 0 0.6, and we will get the multiplier, and this will be 10.8 and divided by 0 0.6, this will be equal to 18. So our multiplier is 18, or multiplying factor or multiplier. Now this one frequency for 160 to 220, 160 to 220 is 8. So this 8 we will divide by the class width first. The same procedure we will be doing. So 8 divided by the class width, which is how much, which is basically 160 to 220 will be 60. So 8 divided by 60, and we will multiply this with the multiplier, which is 18, and we'll get the height, and this will be 8 over 60 and multiplied by 18, and this will be equal to 2.4. So height will be 2.4 centimeters. This will be our answer for this question. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Question number 4. A rectangle measure 8.5 centimeter, 10.7 centimeter, both correct to one decimal place. Calculate the upper bound of the perimeter. So we can check. Upper bound will be upper bound of 8.5. Upper bound will be what? One decimal place, so it will be 8.55, and upper bound of 10.7 also we need to check, and this will be what? This will be 10.75. So these two values we will be using for perimeter, and perimeter is equal to, perimeter of rectangle is 2 into uh, one side and plus 2 into the other side, which is 10.75, and we can use calculator for that one, and this will be 2 into 8.55 and plus 2 into 10.75, and this will be resulting to 38.6. So 38.6 centimeters will be our answer. Now B part, diagram is provided which is not to scale, and ABCD is a parallelogram and BCD is a straight line. AF is equal to 12, which is this one, and AB is equal to 9. CFD is 40, and angle FTE is 80. So this angle is 80. Calculate the height h of the parallelogram. So this height basically is required. So height we have to calculate. Now we can calculate basically this height by trigonometry, and h over df is AB is 9, so df will be also equal to 9. This will be 9. Why this will be 9? Because this is a parallelogram which is provided over here. So opposite sides are parallel to each other. So we can write df is equal to 9 centimeter, which we will be using. So h over 9 is equal to sine of 80 degree. Opposite over hypotenuse will be sine of 80 degree. This implies h is equal to 9 sine of 80 degree, and this will be equal to 9 sine of 80 degrees, and this will be 8.86. 8.86 rounded up to three significant figures. So we can write 8.86. This will be our final answer. Explain why triangle CDF is isosceles triangle. CDF. So C, D, and F. So they are talking about, basically they are talking about this triangle. This is isosceles triangle. Why? The reason is this angle is 40. This side is basically 9, and DC side is also we can calculate this angle on the basis of this angle. This is 100. If this is 100 and this angle is provided as 40, so remaining angle will be 40. So these two opposite angles are equal to each other, so their sides will also be equal to each other. So two sides are equal, hence this triangle is isosceles triangle. So we can give the same reason. Angle CDF is equal to 100 degrees, which we have written over here. This angle CDF is 100 degrees, which implies angle DCF is equal to 40 degrees, and opposite sides of two um, equal angles will be equal. So it will be isosceles triangle. Then they are saying calculate the area of the trapezium ABCF. So for area, we know the formula 1 by 2 into A plus B into H. So we can write formula area of a trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 into A plus B into H, and A plus B is what? A plus B are two parallel sides of the trapezium. So ABCF, A, A, B, and this is C, and this one F. So we require area of this portion only, and this will be perpendicular height. We have already calculated. H is equal to 8.86, and this one we will utilize in this part, and we can write here area of trapezium is equal to 1 by 2 half into two sides will be 3, this side will be 3, and this side is 12. So how this side is 3? Because this side is 9, this side is 9, and total is 12, so remaining will be 3. So this will be 3 plus 12, and this will be 8.86, which is height, which we have calculated, and we can multiply 0.5 half we can write, and multiplication with 3 plus 12 will be 15 into another multiplication with 8.86, and this will be equal to 66.45. 66.45. which we can approximately write as 66.5. 66.5 will be our answer centimeter square. Now C part, they are asking about this circle theorem, which is not to scale A, B, C, D are points on the circle center O angle ABD is equal to 21. This angle is 21 and CD is equal to 12 centimeters. This is also provided. Calculate the area of the triangle, area of the circle. For area of the circle, we know formula is what? Formula is area is of circle is equal to pi r squared. So we require value of r so that we can insert in this formula, and r is what? Half of AC, which is diameter. AC is diameter, so half of AC will be radius. So we can find this side is, this one is triangle. Basically ACD is a triangle in a semicircle, so this will be right angle, and this 21 angle ABD and angle ACD, this angle, these two will be the top angles, so this angle will be equal to this one. So both are 21 degrees. So we can write this as 21 degrees. So we will write angle ACD. ACD is equal to 21 degrees, and the reason we can write uh, top angles of same arc. Now this one, we can consider now this triangle, and triangle which we are considering this triangle ACD, and in ACD we can write here in triangle ACD, um, opposite over hypotenuse, basically not opposite, adjacent over hypotenuse. This will be adjacent and hypotenuse will be AC. So 12 over AC, 12 over AC will be equal to cos of 21 degrees, and AC we can write AC is equal to 12 divided by cos of 21 degrees, and calculator portion will be 12 divided by cos of 21 degrees, and this will be equal to 12 12.85. So I'll keep the digits, and this is basically AC, but we require R value to insert this formula. So what I will do, I will divide this. So AC by 2, this will be equal to our R value. So this value, which is already written on calculator, I will divide by 2 and we'll get the radius, which is 6.4. 3, I will keep these numbers also, 6.426. So I'm keeping these numbers on calculator, and now we can insert in this formula. So area will be equal to pi into 6.426 squared, and we can calculate this one, and we will write here pi and into answer squared multiply by, basically answer squared, that's all. Pi r squared is equal to 129.76, 129.76, and this will be area. So area approximately we can write this as approximately equal to 130 centimeter square. So answer will be 130 centimeter square over here. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything. Now D part, this is a square. The diagram shows a square which is 8 centimeter side and a sector of a circle, radius 9.8 and theta angle is x. So sector angle is x degrees. The perimeter of the circle of the square is equal to the perimeter of the sector. Calculate the value of x. Now the equation we can form from perimeter and area of basically show this one square. Perimeter of square is equal to the perimeter of the sector. So diagram shows a square with a side length 8. So 8 will be, so each side will be 8, this side will be 8, this side and this side will be 8. So because this is square, so perimeter of square will be 4 times 8, or 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 4 times. So we can write it as 32. So first of all, we have calculated perimeter of the square, and this is equal to what? Perimeter of sector. Now perimeter of sector, how we will find? So we, this one side is 9.5, other side will also be 9.5 centimeter, but we don't have this L length, we don't have, and theta we don't have. So for perimeter we have formula x over 360 into 2 pi r, 2 pi into r, and r is 9.8, so we will write here 9.8 plus, so this is L, this one L we have written up to this one. Now plus these two sides, 9.5 plus 9.5, this will be complete perimeter of the sector, and this is given equal to 32, which is perimeter of the square, which we have already calculated over here. Now rest of the things is just to simplify, and first we can shift 9.5 to other side, so we can write x over 360 into 2 pi into 9.5, this one as it is, and we can shift these to 9.5 to other side. So 3.32 basically, not 3.2, 32 minus 9.5 minus 9.5, and this will be equal to what? This will be 32 minus 9.5 minus 9.5, and this is equal to 13, so we can write here 13. Now 13 will be rest of simplification is what we will be shifting. 360 will go as numerator, so it will be multiplied by 360, and 2 pi and 9.5 will go as denominator, and this simplification we can do. 13 into 360 will be divided by 2 pi, sorry, I'll have to go back and press AC, yes. So 2 and pi and into 9.5, and this is giving us 78.40. So 78.4, 78.4 will be degrees, will be our final answer for this question. Now here comes question number 5, which is diagram shows the graph of y is equal to f of x for this range, and this graph they have already shown, and solve f of x is equal to 14, and 14 line we have to draw. So to draw line f of x is equal to 14, we can draw this line like this one. So this will be line, and now what they're saying, draw this line, then by drawing a suitable tangent, solve this. Basically we need x value, so x value is, from here we can check the reference, and this reference will be up to this point. You can see this will be the reference, and this is up to this one, 2 point a little less than 8, so we can write 2.7, Basically or even 2.8 will be correct, so I will write 2.8 or 2.7, both are basically correct. Next part is this one, by drawing a suitable tangent. So tangent we have to draw, find the estimate of the gradient of the graph at point -2 and 4. So -2 and 4 we have to draw the tangent, and -2 and 4 we will be tracing, and it will be over here. -2 and 4, I will make it down. Basically the point is this one. The point is -2 and 4 is this point, and we have to draw the tangent over here. And to draw tangent up to this one, we can draw a line touching to the graph only at that particular point which is given. So we have drawn this line. Now we have to complete the triangle, and triangle we can consider this triangle or upper triangle or this triangle. I'm drawing this triangle, and this will be complete triangle. After this one, um, now we can check for rise and run, and this will be, if we check up to this is 11.6, so we can write 11.6, and mm, run side, this side will be mm, 1.6, so we can write divided by 1.6, and this is basically m, which is gradient, rise over run, and this will be how much we can calculate. This will be 11.6 divided by 1.6, and this is equal to 7.7.25. This will be the gradient, and we can provide over here 7.25 will be our gradient, which we can write over here, which is 7.25 basically 5. I will write this one. So this is also done by drawing suitable straight line on the grid. This one, for this range, we have to solve this. F of x is equal to 2x minus 2. So y is equal to 2x minus 2 line we have to draw. So I will write here y is equal to 2x minus 2. This is the line which is they are asking for, and we can check for the slope, and y-intercept and slope will be what? Y-intercept is -2, so it means line is passing through this point. This is -2 point, and slope is 2, so m value is equal to 2. So rise over run, so rise will be, we can write rise over run is equal to 2 over 1. So 2 units up and 1 unit right. So from this point, 2 unit up and 1 unit right, we will reach at 1 over here. So our line is passing through these 2 points, and it is touching to the curve. So we can draw this line. Basically, we will check this line will be intersecting the graph over here, this side. So they are saying by drawing suitable line from -3 to 3. So we have to draw a line, we have to draw the line on other side, the extend line also, like this one. but we can see that it is not intersecting at this point, so it will be intersecting only graph at this one, and we can check reference for this point, and this will be over here, and this will be minus 2.8. So this reference we can write, this will be minus 2.8, and we can provide here answer as minus 2.8 will be our final answer. Now B part, we can go through B part also. This is diagram which is not to scale. The diagram shows a curve with this equation, and this is straight line equation intersect these two at point A and B, and coordinates of A and B we have to find. To find the coordinates, we will be equalizing the both the equations given, and we will get the points of intersection. So we can write 2x square minus 2x minus 7 is equal to 3x plus 5. So we have equalized these two equations, and now we can simplify. This will be 2x squared minus 2x minus 3x minus 7 minus 5 is equal to 0. We are simplifying. This is 2x square minus 5x, and minus 12 is equal to 0. And further we can check for the factors. Mode 5 3, and this will be coefficient of x square is 2, coefficient of x is minus 5, and constant is minus 12, and this will be 4 and minus 3 by 2. So our pair will be x minus 4 and 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So this minus 3 by 2 we can write it as 2x plus 3, and factorization I'll be making separate video on that one, and I'll be explaining these things in that one. Hopefully you will be in touch. Now we can find here x minus 4 is equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 4, and 2x plus 3 will be equal to 0. This implies x is equal to minus 3 by 2. So these will be the two values, and for this one uh, we 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 need the y value also. So for this one we will be replacing this x is equal to 4 in any of these two equations which are provided over here. So I will take the equation of line y is equal to 3x plus 5. So y is equal to 3x plus 5, replace 4, so 3, and this will be 4 plus 4, so it will be 12 plus 4. This is basically not 3x plus 5, not 4. So this one I will change to 5. So this will be 5, and this one will be 5. So 12 plus 5 will be 17. So y value will be 17. So our one point will be 4 and 17, and check a point should be on plus side. See, a is on plus side, so x value is not this one, x value will be plus for a. So we cannot take the other value which is minus 3 by 2 for a point. This one you will have to be careful. B is on negative side. See, this b is on negative side, so this minus x value minus 3 by 2 will be for b, and this one we will be replacing in the other in the same equation. Y is equal to 3x plus 5. So this will be equal to 3 into minus 3 by 2 plus 5, and this will be simplified mode 1. So this will be 3 into minus 3 over 2, and this one will be plus 5, and this is resulting to 0.5. So this will be 0.5 will be y value, and x value is minus 3 by 2, or we can write minus 1.5. This is basically 5 marks question, huge marks. It's very easy, but marks are good for this one. Now this is question number 6. Question number 6 is bearing question. Diagram is not to scale, and the diagram shows field ABCD on horizontal ground. BC is equal to 192 centimeters and CD is equal to 280. It's not centimeters, it's meters. CD is 287.9 meters and BD is 168 meters and AD is 200. All measurements are basically provided. This side is north and this is 38 degrees. A part, calculate angle CBD and show that it rounds to 106 correct to 1 decimal place. So what we will be doing, we'll be using cosine rule because we have all three sides. So we know cos theta is equal to 192, basically one side, this one and this side. These are included angle, sides which are including angle. So 192 squared plus 168 squared minus 287.9, which is third side square, and this will be divided by 2 into 192 one side and 168 will be other side, and we have to just calculate this with the help of calculator, and this will be what, this one fraction 192 squared plus 168 squared and minus 287.9 squared, and this will be divided by 2 into 192 into 168, and this will be equal to minus 0.276 minus 0.276 whatever. Now we can take theta is equal to cos inverse of 0 minus 0.276. We'll use the calculator numbers, and here are the calculator numbers. So we can take shift cos inverse of answer, and this will be equal to 106.01. So this will be equal to 106.01. So we can write it as 106 basically. So approximately equal to 106, and this was what we need to prove. This one, this is a 4-mark question which we have done. The bearing of D from B is 38, which is provided over here in the diagram. 38 is given. Now they are saying find the bearing of C from B. C from B will be which angle? C from B will be basically, if I'll indicate the angle, C from B will be this complete angle, this one. So we have calculated basically this red line angle, this one, which is this 106. So out of 106 we will exclude 38 and we will get the other angle. So 100 and so we can write 106 minus 38 will be how much? This will be 106 minus 38 will be equal to 68 degrees. So 68 degrees is which angle? 68 degrees is this angle. This is 68 degrees. Now 360 minus 68 will be this angle. 360 minus 68 degrees will be our answer, which will be the bearing. So we can write here 360 degrees minus 68 degrees, and if we calculate 360 minus 68, it is giving us 292 degrees. 292 degrees will be our proper answer over here. A is due east. A is due east of B. Calculate the bearing of D from A. D from A. So bearing of D from A will be what? If we draw, this will be north. Bearing of D from A will be this angle, and we have to find this one. So how we can find this? Basically, we can find this is 205.8, and this side is there, so we have this angle. Basically we can find this much angle. This angle we can find, which is 90 minus 38. So 90 minus 38 will be how much? 90 minus 38 will be equal to 52. So this angle is 52 degrees, and after this we can reach to the other angle also. So we can apply basically sine rule. Sine rule is this side divided by this angle. So we will write 205.8 divided by 52, sine of 52. So we will write 205. So this will be 205 divided by sine of 52 will be equal to the other side 168, and angle will be this angle A. So these two sides we are taking 168 over angle A. So 168 over sine of A, and sine of A we can write is equal to 168 into sine of 52 and divided by 205, and this is what we can simplify, and this will be 168 into sine of 52 over this will be 205, and this is equal to 0. um, okay, good. So this is correct. 0.645, 0.65 I will write, and I will use the calculator numbers. This is sine A value. So A will be equal to sine inverse of 0.65. The whole thing I'll be using from calculator. So shift sign of answer will be equal to 40.22. So I will write here 40.22 approximately equal to 40. Now this 40 degrees angle is which one? 40-degree angle we found is this one. This is 40 degrees, this one. Now this remaining angle starting from here up to this one is 270. So 270 plus 40 will be this bearing, and we can write 270 plus 40. So that will be our answer. So 270 plus 40 will be equal to how much? 270 plus 40 will be equal to 310. So 310 degrees, and this will be 310 degrees will be our answer. This is 5-mark question. Sine and rule we have used to calculate this angle. Now calculate area of the triangle BCD. Area of the triangle is easy. We know the formula, and the formula is what? Formula is area of triangle is equal to 1 by 2 into AB sine of C. Basically, this is the formula which we will be using, and we can write area is equal to 1 by 2. We have to take the two sides and sine of the angle, and which two sides we will be taking. 192, which we have taken over here, because we need area of triangle BCD. BCD mean we require area of this triangle, this much triangle. So we will take, we have this angle which is 68 plus 38. So 192 and 168 we will take, 192 and 168. So we will write here 192 into 168 sine of angle 106, which we just found. 106, basically this angle we found, and we can write here 10 sine of 106, and this is what calculation will give us answer. 0.5 multiplied by 192 into C will be 168 sine of 106, and this will be resulting to 15503. 15503 decimal point 23.23, so we can round it to 15500. So our answer will be 15500 meter square, which is 2 mark question. Then it says Thomas buys a triangular part of the field BCD. The cost is this much per hectare, and calculate amount he pays. Answer correct to the nearest 100, and they have provided the scale 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. So we can convert basically this area which we found over here, 15500, 15500, we can convert into hectares by dividing it by this conversion ratio which is provided, and then we will multiply it with the cost, and cost per hectare is this much, so this will multiply by 35750, and this will be in dollars, and we can check this will be amount to pay. So we can write here amount, and this calculation will be 15500 divided by 11234 zeros, and then multiplication 35750, and this is resulting to what? 55412, 55412.5. So this one, but they are saying nearest 100, so it will be equal to 5 and 400. So this will be our nearest 100 answer, which we provide over here. This is 2 mark question. Hopefully you got this also. Now question number 7 is sequence question, which is easier question. We have to complete the table. Diagram 1 2 3 4, 4 diagrams are provided. Number of white dots, we have to check from the sequence. We can check, so this is one this is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and this can be 5 square, which is 25. So we can write here 25, and this will be 6 square, which will be 36. And then number of black dots, so this will be 1 3 6, and then we can write it as basically there's a gap of 1, then 2, then 3, then next gap will be 4. So this gap we are checking, this one is 1, this gap is 2, this gap is basically 3, next gap will be 4, and this is how we reached up to 10, and 10 plus 5 will be 15. Now this is total number. Total number will be, this will be 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 4 plus 1 will be 5, 9 plus 3 will be 12, 16 plus 6 is this one. This will be 25 plus 10 will be 35, and 36 plus 15 will be 51, and this will be our answer. And we are done with this table, which is 2 marks. Write an expression in terms of n for the number of white dots in the diagram n. So for that one, what we can do, we can go through the number of white dots. Number of white dots is this one. So this is basically 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, and we can say it is like n squared. And then they are saying the expression for the total number of dots, total number of dots in the diagram, and is this much. This is the expression. Find the total number of dots in diagram 8. In diagram 8 mean we will be replacing n is equal to 8 in this given formula. So n is equal to 8. So 1 by 2 into 3 into 8 squared and minus n, and this will be what, 1 by 2. We can directly use calculator to calculate this, and that will be easier. So 0.5, which is half, into 3 and bracket 8 squared and bracket close, and minus, again we have to basically write here and why we have written right here 8. Okay, so minus 8, and this will be equal to 92. So this will be 92 over here. Find an expression for the number of black dots in n. So number of black dots in n, in this formula which is given, we can use this formula and find the number of black dots. Basically black dots are if we write this one, 1 by 2 into n square minus n, we will get the number of dots. Basically we are, if we replace n is equal to 1, we will get 0. So black dots will be 0. And if we take n is equal to 2, and this will be, answer will be 1. So this formula will be working, and we can provide over here 1 by 2 into n square minus n, and this will be our formula for this part. And next part is dt is the total number of dots used to make all the first n diagrams. T is equal to this one. Find the value of a and b. So we will use this basically equation, and we will replace n is equal to 1 in this, and n, if we replace n is equal to 1, so put n is equal to 1, and we will get this one, a into 1 cubed plus b into 1 cube square, and this will be n is equal to 1 is what? N is equal to 1 is 1. So we can write here 1. So our equation will be what? 1 is equal to a plus b. So a plus b is equal to 1. We can write over here a plus b is equal to 1. This will be our equation 1. Now put n is equal to, basically n is equal to 2. We can put n is equal to 2, and what we will get? We will get a into 2 cubed plus b into 2 squared, and this side will be n is equal to 2 is what? N is equal to 2 will be 6. So this will be, n is equal to 2 will be uh, 6. How we are getting 6? This is basically sum of these first two terms. So when we take n is equal to 2, it means sum of two terms. When we take n is equal to 3, it means sum of three terms. When we take n is equal to 4, sum of four terms. So in this case, we are taking n is equal to 2, so it will be sum of two terms, which is 1 plus 5, which will be 6. So I will be writing here 6. Hopefully you understood this explanation also. And this implies what? This implies 8a plus 4b is equal to 6, and this is our second equation. And these two equations we can simplify by basically simultaneous equations. So we'll multiply this equation by for example, we can multiply by basically this will be 8a plus 4b. Yes, so we can multiply by 4 to equalize the coefficient of b, and our equation will become 4a plus 4b is equal to 4, and this will be one equation. Second equation will be 8a plus 4b is equal to 6, and we can subtract changing signs. This will be gone, and this will be minus 4a is equal to minus 2, minus will be gone, so a is equal to 2 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 2. So a value is 1 by 2 or 0.5. You can write this one, and then this a value we can replace in any of these two equations, and we have equation a plus b is equal to 1. So we can replace in this to get b value, and this will be a is 1 by 2, so b is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. So we can write b value also as 1 by 2. Hopefully you understood this. Then comes question number 8, and question number 8 is algebra portion, which is very easy. We have to factorize completely this expression, and we can take maximum common, which we can take ab. Inside will be 3a minus b, and this will be our answer over here, 3a minus b. And this one we have to solve the inequality, and this is the inequality provided. We can shift 3x to other side, so 12 is less than 5x minus 3x, and this 3 we can shift to other side, so this will be plus 3. So 15 is less than, this side will be 2x, so this will be uh, 15 by 2 is less than x, so this will be 7.5. So this one we can write x is greater than 7.5. Now this is done. Next is simplification. This is simplify this one, and in indices we know this one we can write separately: 3 raised by 3, x raised by 2 whole raised by 3, and y raised by 4 whole raised by 3. This 3 raised by 3 will be 27, and x square into 3, these two will be multiplying, so x raised by 6 and y raised by 12. So 27 x raised by 6 y raised by 12 will be the answer for this one. Then we have to solve this, and to solve this equation we can cross multiply. 6x is equal to 2 into 2 minus x, and 6x will be equal to 4 minus 2x, and 6x plus 2x is equal to 4. 8x is equal to 4, and this implies x will be equal to 4 over 8, which is equal to 1 by 2. This will be our answer, which is 3-mark question. Hopefully you understood this question also. Now expand and simplify. Expand and simplify this expression. So what we can do, we can multiply. First we will multiply x with x, so it will be x squared. Then x with 5, so plus 5x. Then minus 2 with x, so we will get minus 2x, and then minus 2 with 5, minus 2 with 5 and we will get minus 10. I will put this one in brackets and the third term we will just copy as it is, and this can be simplified as adding like terms. So this will be plus 3x minus 10 into 2x minus 1. Next will be just multiplication another time. So x square will be multiplied by 2x. We will get 2x cubed. Then x square will be multiplied by minus 1. So we'll get minus x squared. Then 3x will be multiplied by plus 2x, so it will be plus 6x squared. 3x will be multiplied by minus 1, so minus 3x. Minus 10 will be multiplied by multiplied by 2x, and this will be minus 20x, and then minus 10 will be multiplied by minus 1, so we'll get plus 10. Now again adding like terms, 2x cubed and plus 5x squared minus 25. Basically this will be 23. 23x and plus 10, and this one will be our answer. 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 23x plus 10. This will be final answer, which is of 3 marks. Hopefully you got this. Now the next part, Alan invest this much amount. This is basically interest question at this rate, compound interest, 2-year duration, and the value of his investment after 2 years is this one, and we have to show this. We know compound interest formula. Compound interest formula is what? Is amount is equal to principal amount into 1 plus rate over 100 raised to the power t. This is the formula which we will be using, and we can write as amount after 2 years he will be getting will be this one. So 206.46 will be equal to principal amount, which is 200, and into 1 plus rate, which we don't know, we can write r over 100, and time duration is 2 years given. Now we can rearrange basically, so we can write 206.46 divided by 200, and this is equal to 1 plus r over 100 whole squared. This one whole squared. So this side we can basically divide this, and otherwise I'll keep as it is, and I will open this square, and this one we can rewrite it as 1 plus r over 100 square. Instead of square we are writing like this, and we can multiply 1 multiply by 1, this multiply by this will be 1, then 1 multiply by r over 100 plus r over 100, then this multiply by this will be again r over 100, and this multiply by this will be plus r square over 100 square. So we can write it as this one. Now we can simplify. Basically we will be multiplying everything by this number to get rid of. So first I will write another step, 206.46. I'm trying to simplify the problem so that you can easily understand this. So this will be 2r over 100. This one I have combined these two. Hopefully you understood this. Then plus r square over this one. Now we can get rid of this denominator 1000. So this will be, we can multiply basically this by 1000 into 206.46 divided by 200, and this side we will multiply by 1000, so it will be it's basically 10,000, not 1000. So 10,000 plus this will be 10,000 into 2r over 100, and plus this will be r square over 10,000 into 10,000. So this will be cancelled with this. Two zeros will cancel with this, and this portion we can solve with the calculator. So it will be 10,000. It should be one more zero over here, and this will be multiplied by fraction 206.46 divided by 200, and this will be equal to 10323, and this is equal to this much, and plus this will be 200r, plus this will be r squared, and final step I will be writing in red so that you can understand and see clearly. R square plus 200r, and this will be 10,323 will be going to other side. So, and after subtraction we will get minus 323 is equal to 0, and this is the equation which we were supposed to prove, which we have done. And the second part is solve the equation, and the same equation we have to solve, we can solve by quadratic equation formula basically. So a value will be coefficient of r square, which is 1, and b value will be 200, and c value will be minus 323. And you know quadratic formula is what? Quadratic formula is x, or in this case it is r. So I will write r is equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. This will be the formula which we will be applying, and r value will be r is equal to, we will replace the bracket values in brackets. So minus b, so minus 200 plus minus square root of b square mean 200 squared minus 4 into a into c will be this value divided by 2a, which is 1. So now we can calculate r1 first value. We can calculate for the positive. So we can insert in calculator, so fraction minus 200 in brackets, and plus I'll take first, then I'll take negative. So square root of 200 squared, and minus 4 into 1 makes no difference, I'll not write. So minus 323, and divided by 2 will be equal to 1.60. So 1.60 will be r1 value, and r2 value we will just change from plus to minus over here, and this will give us minus 201 201.60.60, and this is negative value which we will reject this negative value, and our final answer will be 1.60. This is 3-mark question which we are done with. Next question is question number 9, which is Venn diagram question. There are 32 students in class. 5 do not study any language. So 5 will be out over here. We can write 5, and 15 study German. So 15 are in this area, and 18 study Spanish. So 18 are in this region. So we'll have to find basically this will be x, and this can be 15 minus x value, and this will be 18 minus x value. So we can basically find this one. So 32 is the total, so we can add them all, and this will be 15 minus x plus 18 minus x plus 5 is equal to 32, and we can cancel these two, and it will be 15 plus 18 will be 33 minus x and plus 5 is equal to 32. So x is equal to, we can write 33 plus 5 will be 38 and minus 32, so x value will be 6. So it means we got x value 6, so we'll replace 6 over here and we will get 6 over here, and this will be 18 minus 6 will be 12 and 15 minus 6 will be 9. So this will be our final Venn diagram filling. So we have done with this complete the Venn diagram information. Then a student is chosen at random. Find the probability that the student studies Spanish but not German. So Spanish but not German. Not German is basically Spanish but not German. Spanish is 12 out of 32, so we can write 12 out of 32. So 12 out of 32, which can be simplified. 4 threes are 12 and 4 eights are 32. So simplified answer will be 3 over 8. And next, part 3, a student who studies German is chosen at random. Find the probability that this student also studies Spanish. So it will be 6 out of 6 out of 15. So 6 out of 15 will be what we can write, 6 out of 15, and simplified will be 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 18, which is 2 over 5. So our answer will be 2 over 5 for this part. 1 mark question. Now next, B part, a bag contains 54 red marbles and some blue marbles, and 36% of the marbles in the bag are red. So 36%. So if I write 36% of X amount is equal to 54. So we can find, they are saying find the number of blue. So blue marbles will be rest of like 100% out of 100%, 36% are red. So remaining will be 64%. This will be basically blue. So we can find 64%. So x we can find, first we can find this 36% of x. So x will be equal to 54 over 36%, and we can use calculator to find this. So 54 divided by 36, and this will be the percentage sign, and this is equal to 150. So x value is 150. Now we can find, for blue we can find 64% of 150. So 64% of 150 will be equal to what? 64% of, and 150 will be equal to 96. So there will be 96 blue marbles. Hopefully you understood this as well. Then another bag contains 15 red beads and 10 yellow beads. Ariana picks a bead at random, records its color and replaces it in the bag. So situation remains same. She then picks another bead and at random find the probability that she picks 2 red beads. So probability for red is 15 out of total, which is 10 plus 15 will be 25. So this is the probability for first red bead, and the for the second will remain same because it is being replaced. so there will be no change in the numbers, and we can calculate these numbers, and this will be 15 over 25 multiplied by again 15 over 25, and this is equal to 9 over 25. This will be our answer, 9 over 25. Now they are saying find the probability that that she does not pick two red beads. So does not pick, picking red bead is 9 by 25. So 1 minus 9 by 25 will be not picking red bead. So we can write 1 minus answer is equal to 16 over 25. So 16 over 25 will be answer for this part. A box contains 15 red pencils, 8 yellow pencils, and 2 green pencils. 2 pencils are picked at random without replacement, and find the probability that at least one pencil is red. At least one pencil is red. So we will be checking for the probability for not red will be what? Not red will be um, 10 over 25 for the first one. So 10 over 25, because there are 15. So 15 are out of 25, 15 are red. So not red will be 10. So not red probability for the first bead will be, for first pencil will be 10 by 25. Now for the second pencil, one not red is already gone. So this number will reduce to 9, and total will reduce, instead of 25 it will be now 24, because it is not replaced. So this will be 9 over 24, and we can calculate this probability. This is basically, this is not a red pencil. So not red pencil, we will subtract from 1 to get red from the total probability, and we can calculate 1 minus, in brackets we'll write 10 over 25 and multiply by 9 over 25, and this will be resulting to 107 over 25. Basically we have done mistake, it should be 24 over here, not 25. So this will be resulting to 17 over 20. So 17 over 20 will be probability for at least one pencil to be red. Now question number 10a part. This diagram is not to scale, and they are saying the diagram shows a sketch of curve, this one, and find the coordinates of ABC. 3 points we have to find the coordinates. So for finding coordinates, first of all what we will do, for C part we will replace x is equal to 0. For this C part, we know on y-axis x value is 0. So in the given equation, which is y is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4, we will put x is equal to 0. So it will be y is equal to 0 plus 0 minus 4, which is equal to minus 4. So this C will be having coordinates 0 and minus 4, and we can write here 0 and minus 4. This will be our coordinates of C point. Now we need A and B coordinates, and for that one we can we know that on x-axis y will be equal to 0. So our equation will be x square plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0, and we can solve this quadratic equation. Pairs will be x minus 1, x minus 1 and x plus 4 equal to 0. This implies x minus 1 equal to 0 or x plus 4 equal to 0. This implies x is equal to 1 or x is equal to minus 4. Now x is equal to 1 is for which point. X is equal to 1 is positive value that we cannot take for A, so we will have to take this for B. So 1 and 0 on x-axis, y value will be 0, and minus 4 for A. You can check this is having minus value, so these will be the 3 points for A, B, C. Now they are saying differentiate this part, and this is so easy. We can write it as y is equal to x square plus 3x minus 4. So dy over dx will be the differentiation with respect to x. So this will be 2x plus 3, and constant is having derivative 0, and this will be differentiation done. Third part, find the equation of the tangent to the curve at point 2 and 6. We know that tangent to the curve will be equation of line, and we need to have a point and the gradient to draw the to find the equation of line. So gradient, we can take derivative, use derivative dy over dx at point 2 and 6. We can find this at this one there will be equal to 2 into x value. We will use 2 and plus 3. This will be equal to 4 plus 3, which is 7. So m value we found as 7, and now we'll use this point and m value, and equation of line in point slope form directly we will use without calculating value of c. So y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. This will be the equation of line in point slope form. So y minus y1 will be 6, and m is 7 into x minus x1, which is 2. So now we can simplify the equation. Y minus 6 is equal to 7x minus 14. So y is equal to 7x minus 14 plus 6, and final equation will be y is equal to 7x minus 14 plus 6 will be 8. So this will be our final equation. Y is equal to 7x minus 8. This is 3 marks question which we have done. Now this is B part. This x's are provided on the diagram. Sketch the graph of y is equal to tan x from 0 to 360 degrees. Now for sketching this graph, we know that for this one, like for example, tangent graph will be how we can sketch, like for tan 0, for tan 0 will be equal to 0. So 1 will be this point. So we can identify these points as first one will be this one. Then we can check for tan 45, and tan 45 will be equal to 1. So we can take one value over here. So 45 will be in the middle over here, and this will be 1 point over here. And if we check tan 90 degree, that will be asymptote, and 90 degree will be this one. It will give math error. So we'll have to check a little lesser than 90 degree. Like for example, we can check for 89, and if we check 89, this is 57.28. So it's going huge up. So we can draw this like for example, if I shift this point like over here, and we have to draw the graph, so it will be like this one, curving like this. So it will be moving upward, so we cannot go beyond this line, so we'll go up to this line. So keep in mind, this will not be touching this dotted line, which is asymptote line. So we can go ahead for 180 also. So we will, if we will check for 180, tan of 180 will be equal to 0. So again this part, and now we can check for tan of like for example 91. We can check tan of 91 will be what? Tan of 91 is equal to minus 57, and in between 90 and 91 we can check 90 plus 90 plus 45 will be equal to 135. So we will check for tan of 135. This will be equal to minus 1, and minus 1 we can take level over here, and in between which will be 35. So it will be passing through this one, and similarly it will be passing through up, like for example if I redraw. So this will be passing through this point, and again it will be passing like this one. So roughly we can say this will be the graph. Again it will be from 36 to this side. So this is basically the tan graph which we can show over here. Then next thing is solve the equation. We have to solve this equation. 5 tan x is equal to minus 7. For 0 to this minus 7, we can basically we can write it as tan x is equal to minus 7 over 5, or x is equal to tan inverse of minus 7 over 5. Now we can use calculator, and we know this is shift tan of minus 7 over 5, and this will be equal to minus 54.46. So x value is equal to minus 54.46, and this one. So now this value we can see they have given us range from 0 to 360. So we cannot take this value. We'll have to check for the other values. What are the other values? Other values we will be finding by adding 180 in this one. So next values we can write here. Next values will be equal to what? Minus 54.46 plus 180. Tan is repeating after 180, so this angle plus 180 will be equal to 125.5. So we can write here 125.5. So this value is within this provided range, so we can take this value 125.5, and next also further we can add in it 180, and we will get 305.5. So 305.5, and we can show this 125.5 plus 180 is equal to 305.5. This is a very easy 3 marks question. If you know the technique, then it is very easy for you. We are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, press bell icon so that you will be getting notification for these type of useful videos. Also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows, and introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Take care.